So how can we solve this particular equation from the topic of complex numbers? First of all, it's important to note that this is a typical quadratic equation to start with, because it's in this format. But in this case, we have our z squared and our z representing x. So let's obtain the coefficients, then we can solve it using the quadratic formula. So the coefficient of z squared, which is our a, is simply 1. The coefficient of z, which is our b, is negative, open bracket, 3 minus I. And the constant c, in this case, is simply 2 minus 2i. So z is equals to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. All this is over 2a. So let's substitute. Z is equals to negative. Now remember, our b is also having a negative. So that would be negative 3 minus I plus or minus the square root of negative 3 minus I. This whole part is supposed to be squared minus 4ac. Now our a is 1, while our c is 2 minus 2i. All this is over 2a. A is 1, so it's over 2. So all this is over 2. So z is equals to, so if you're pushing that negative, then it will become positive. So just have it as 3 minus I. Negative and that negative gives us a positive like that, plus or minus. So inside the bracket there, we'll say we have the square root of, so the negative squared will be positive. So only remain with 3 minus I squared minus, so here we'll have 8 plus 8i. All this is over 2. Now just a quick simplification over what we have as 3 minus I is multiplying with 3 minus I because it's expanding. So 3 times 3 there will give us 9. 3 times I will give us 3i. I times 3 will give us 3i. And negative I times negative I will give us minus 1. So 9 minus 1, that will be 8. Then minus 6i. So this is giving us 8 minus 6i. So z is equals to 3 minus I plus or minus the square root of. So this squared simplifies to 8 minus 6i minus 8 plus 8i. Remember, all this is over 2. So if that's the case, let's remove this. So this means that z is equals to 3 minus I plus or minus. So inside the square root there, we have 8 minus 8, which will be a 0. So this 8 and this 8 cancels out, we'll get a 0. So the only thing we'll remain with is negative 6i plus 8i, and with that will give us 2i. This is over 2. Now, negative, the root of 2i is a question on its own. So let's simplify that part first. We'll come back to our question. What is the square root of 2i? So the best way to break this down is by first writing it as 2i. So 2i in polar form will be 2 multiplied by cos. Now remember, we want the I. This is positive. So if it's positive and it's I, that's the y-axis in the Gantt diagram. And since it's positive going upwards, that is 90 degrees. And 90 degrees is simply pi over 2 plus I sine pi over 2. Now, cos pi over 2 is 0. Sine pi over 2 is 1. So 1 times I is I. So I times 2 will get back the 2I. So to this expression that I have here, I can introduce a root to both sides, introduce a root there, introduce a root there. So the square root of 2I is equals to root 2 multiplied by open bracket cos pi over 2 plus I sine pi over 2. Remember, we had the square root for this part, so that's power half. Now, if I apply the Moivre's theorem, this half should multiply the angle that we have, which is pi over 2. So root 2I will be equals to root 2 multiplied by open bracket cos pi over 4. We've applied the Moivre's theorem, I sine pi over 4. Like this. Now, cos pi over 4 is root 2 over 2. So first of all, you can say root 2I is equals to root 2. Cos pi over 4 is root 2 over 2. Sine pi over 4 is also root 2 over 2. So the square root of 2I is equals to root 2 times root 2 over 2 will simply be 2 divided by 2. Same thing here, to be 2 divided by 2, I. So this is equals to 1 plus I. This means that the square root of 2I is equals to 1 plus I. So if we go back to our question, we can now replace the square root of 2I. So this will be Z is equals to 3 minus I plus or minus 1 plus I. And all this is over 2. So Z will be equals to 3 minus I plus 1 plus I divided by 2. Or Z will be 3 minus I minus 1 minus I divided by 2. So Z is equals to 3 plus 4, sorry, 3 plus 1, that will give us the 4 I'm talking about. So we'll have 4 over 2, because the I and the I cancels out. One is positive, one is negative. So the other value will be Z is equals to 2 minus 2I. This is over 2. So our final answers for Z. The first value for Z will be 2. Or the other value for Z will simply be 1 minus I. So there you have it. That's how we solve this particular equation.